This story is absolutely shocking. This is Monel Felix, the leader of an ultra-violent gang. This past weekend, authorities say he committed a crime against humanity. He ordered the massacre of over 100 people because he thought they were practicing witchcraft and harming his sick son. On Friday, authorities say he began rounding up dozens of people, including many elderly folks who had been accused of witchcraft. He then had them killed using machetes and knives. His gang also killed anybody who tried to stop the slaughter. On Saturday, his son died and the killing continued, with dozens more people rounded up and killed. One estimate says 100 people were killed, while another said it was closer to 200. It's hard to get an accurate assessment because this all went down in one of the poorest, most violent slums of Haiti. Haiti, which is less than 400 miles from the US, about the distance between LA and Las Vegas, has been plagued with violence for decades, which has only gotten worse, much worse, in the past few years. The country has 11 million people shoved onto half of an extremely dense island that's been seized by gang violence like this. Poverty and food insecurity are rampant, with as many as 700,000 people, about the number of people in Denver, forced to flee their homes inside the country. The government has vowed to bring justice for this unspeakable carnage, but it's unclear what exactly they could do at this point.
Nearly 200 people have been killed in Haiti in a brutal weekend of violence. The violence reportedly orchestrated against voodoo practitioners. The government condemning a massacre of unbearable cruelty. The killings in the capital Port-au-Prince said to have been overseen by a powerful gang leader convinced that his son's illness was caused by followers of the religion. Well, let's hear from some local people.
It's hell, nothing more. The police should have immediately secured the area to arrest that criminal. And now the gang asks for forgiveness? What forgiveness for gangs in society? We don't accept that.
The insecurity problem, everyone knows about it. Look what's happening in Christois neighborhood. What's happening in Nazon neighborhood. Look what's happening downtown. Insecurity is everywhere.
Shalom, call HALAL, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. That's giving all praise to the Most High and His only begotten Son, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Double honors to our teachers, the elders, and apostles, the great millstone who taught us His truth and sincerity, peace and salutations to the hopeful scattered abroad. As you just seen about this story, I've been seeing it popping up. Well, we're waiting for it to play out before I even spoke on it. And now it's pretty much here. Okay, you have this individual in Haiti who was a gang leader, I believe. This individual right here. Let's look here. Right here. Okay. It says the leader of an ultra-violent gang. All right. And this is the individual. He says that his son was sick. Okay. And it ultimately died. And he felt like the witches in Haiti, which is a lot of witchcraft in Haiti. Okay. And amongst these different island tribes, and participate in a lot of witchcraft, which is wicked. All right. So he suspected the witches of having a hand in that. And because of that, he slayed nearly 200 people who he believed to be witches. All right. Now, anybody who he slayed or had, slayed that was a witch, it was righteous judgment. OK, I'm going to say that right now because you're not supposed to be practicing witchcraft in the first place. All right. And that's a heavy thing in the Haitian culture now. It's witchcraft, okay, over there in Haiti. Let me grab a few precepts just to make touching on these points. It says, Exodus chapter 22, verse 18, thou shalt not suffer a witch to live. All right, so if you're going to be practicing witchcraft, expect these things, okay? It says, Exodus chapter 22, verse 18, you must not allow a sorceress to live. All right, so if you're going to be a witch or a sorcerer, ultimately, the judgment or the penalty for that is the grave, okay? And that's what this individual did. There was nothing wrong in what he did. They call it a humanitarian crisis because of, this system that we're in. But in the ancient world, I want to be careful with my words, but what he did wasn't wrong in the eyes of the Most High. Okay, let me say it like that. According to these precepts, it says, going right here, it says, Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 9, it says, when thou art come into the land which Yahweh thy power giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations, right? And really, Jake learned that voodoo and that witchcraft from those Hamites, okay, which they still practice to this day. So when, Jake was taken to these islands, they took those voodoo practices with them, and that's like a whole religion, as she said in the video. That's the religion, all right? It says, there shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of times, or an enchanter, or a witch. So what happens if one is found among you? They're supposed to be put down. Or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits, or a wizard, or a necromancer. You're going to see all of that in Haiti, okay? For all that do these things are an abomination to Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI, and because of these abominations, the Lord Yahweh thy power doth drive them out from before thee. So the Lord is not with that stuff, okay? It says, thou shalt be perfect with the Lord Yahweh thy power, for these nations which thou shalt possess, hearken unto observers of times, and unto diviners. But as for thee, the Lord Yahweh thy power have not suffered thee to do so. So the Lord don't want us doing that. Okay, you ain't got no business out there doing some witchcraft. Okay, making voodoo dolls and stuff, man. And this goes on to this day. But in our kingdom, this is all going to be done away with. And that's why I said that individual that did that, he wasn't necessarily in the wrong. If somebody is harming your child, you're going to do whatever you can to make it stop, or get vengeance for your child. Well, that's all he did, Verse 9, and, according to, Esau in his mind said, oh, that's crazy. This is outlandish. How could you? Nah, man. That was the judgment of Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI. No one dies being innocent. Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 9 in the NLT. When you enter the land the Lord your power is giving you, be very careful not to imitate the detestable customs of the nations living there. For example, never sacrifice your son or daughter as a burnt offering, which is going on to this day. Jake sacrificing their sons and their daughters. Matter of fact, it's a spirit. I'm just about to do a video, and I'll do it in a few hours about this particular. I don't know what he is, but this guy 607 this guy admits that he had to sacrifice his son to get out of prison. And that's what goes on. And, that's how you got these people, all in front of your face on TV. They had to do some evil things to get where they are. It says, and do not let your people practice for fortune telling, or use sorcery, or interpret omens, or engage in witchcraft. Lord said, don't be doing that. Or cast spells, or function as mediums or psychics. You see this to this day. You can ride down the street and see a little, building where they got psychics, palm readings and shit, man. Or call forth the spirits of the dead. It's just necromancy. Anyone who does these things is detestable to the Lord. So those people that died, 200 people that died, and anybody who tried to stop them, they were detestable unto the Lord, man. It is because the other nations have done these detestable things that the Lord your power will drive them out ahead of you. But you must be blameless before the Lord Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI. So you shouldn't be doing that. You ain't supposed to be doing that. The nations you are about to displace consult sorcerers and fortune tellers, but the Lord your power forbids you to do such things. So you are forbidden to do such things, man. We are forbidden to do such things. Okay, that's wickedness, man. And anytime you have a person that's practicing witchcraft, any kind of sorcery, get the fuck from around them. I'm telling you that plain. Hey, take it how you want to take it. Get from around them, man. Anybody doing witchcraft, sorcery around you, I don't give a damn if it's your grandma, if it's your family, get from around them. Because they're gonna all they're gonna do is bring more pain, death, and destruction into your life. Okay. It says, This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 12, verse 1. It says, "For thine incorruptible spirit is in all things. Therefore chasteneth thou them by little and little that offend, and warnest them by putting them in remembrance wherein they have wherein they have offended." That offends YAHAWASHI, man. Okay, if I can grab that real quick. I think it's, let me see, offend. I think, yeah, it might be in the Apocrypha Salak. It says, maybe I can grab it out of here when I'm done. It says, and that leaving their wickedness, they may believe on thee, O Lord, for it was thy will to destroy by the hands of our fathers both those old inhabitants of the Holy Land, whom thou hatest for doing the most odious works of witchcraft. The Lord ain't with that stuff. You doing some witchcraft. The Lord said he hateth that. And wicked sacrifices, you see? And also those merciless murderers of children. This is why that man did what he did. Because them people that do that witchcraft, they'll kill your children. You know? And I'm finding out about individuals in my family that are completely cut off. How they participating in that shit, man. You in a Christian church, you participating in witchcraft. Okay? Whether you believe it or not. That's what goes on. So individuals like that, you got to get around them all together. People contacting me. Oh, they want to see my son. They want to. What's my son? Don't worry about it. You'll never see him, because I know what these people are doing. Okay. It says also those merciless murderers of children, thou devourers of men's flesh and the feast of blood, with their priests out of the midst of their idolatrous crew, and their parents that killed with their own hands, souls destitute for help. You got people killing their own children for sacrifices, man. And that's what this guy, Lord, I can go into it later. This guy on 0607 Unk did, you know. I'll bring that out too in a few hours, man. All right. But what I was about to grab? Well, let's grab this. It says, no enchantment. Like I said, I got people in my own damn family trying to, you know, trip me up like I'm simple. Oh, they want to know about my damn son. Hey, hell no. I keep my son from individuals like this because I know what these motherfuckers are capable of. And I know the power that I serve. Numbers chapter 23, verse 23. Surely there is no enchantment against Jacob, neither is there any divination against Israel. According to this time, it shall be said of Jacob and of Israel, what hath the Most High wrought? Right, great. So there's no enchantment against Jake. When you come back to YAHAWASHI, those things have no power over us. Why? Because we are protected. You have holy angels protecting you. But if you trespassing against the Lord, then them demons going to be able to jump on you and have their way. Okay? Those sorceries are going to take place. What else finna grab? Damn, let me go back. It says, let me go back to this real quick so I can figure out what I was going to grab. Bear me 1 second. It says, offend. There we go. Boom. Let's grab this real quick. Because we all, you know, make mistakes. We all fall short. But ultimately, this is the goal right here. It says, Ecclesiasticus or Sirach, chapter 17, verse 25. Return unto the Lord and forsake thy sins. Make thy prayer before his face and offend less. So some of you might have participated in witchcraft or had family members that participated in witchcraft. I remember I had a woman I was dealing with in high school. She was Manessa, Cuban. And her family was heavy into that shit, man, which I didn't know before I started dating her. Her family was heavy into that shit. And she told me flat up, because she knew my spirit. She said that she called them the saints, but they're really, demons that they was worshiping and praising. She said that they wouldn't like me, because it was time for me to go over there and meet her family and shit. And oh no, it's not a good idea, So she told me like what her family participates in. I said, oh, hell no, because my mom always taught me about, witchcraft and sorcery and not stay away from that shit. She told me, when she was telling me about it, I was like, oh, hell no, that's crazy. Those are demons. Those are demons. No, they're not. No, they're not. Don't say that. Don't say that. They can hear you. She was saying that shit, bro. She was saying that shit to me. And I was like, oh, hell no. So I ended up, like, breaking things off with her. But I kept it cordial so she ain't go put no damn spell up on my eyes. I say, hey, man, listen, man, I ended up breaking up with her ass. Okay? Fine little Cuban chick, but shit, it wasn't worth my damn headache. It says, turn again to the Most High and turn away from iniquity, for he will lead you out of darkness into the light of health, and hate thou abomination vehemently. So you supposed to hate abomination vehemently, not flirt with it, not, play with it, not, cast it off as nothing. You supposed to hate it vehemently. Who shall praise the Most High in the grave instead of them which live and give thanks, right? So this is the time to praise YAHAWASHI while you're in this flesh. All right. Let me see. Because they crying for those witches. All right, they crying for those witches. But ultimately, it was the Lord that did that to them, man. The Lord got him taken out of here. What that guy individual did, though he may, be a violent gang leader, that nigga did a righteous thing, man. Okay, that was a righteous thing what he did. Whoever he took out, that was a witch. That was a righteous thing. Okay, according to the scriptures. All right. Let me see. It says, Job 4 verse 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent. Right. Whoever perished being innocent, or where were the righteous cut off? So if somebody perished like that in a brutal fashion and matter, they weren't innocent, man. Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. And that's what they were doing. They were plowing their iniquity and sowing wickedness, and they reap the same. So that's why you saw them get judged the way they got judged. Okay. Let's go. Let me see. Because the Lord ultimately allowed it to happen. Psalm 68, verse 20, it says, he that is our power is the power of salvation, and unto Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHWASHI, the Lord, belongs the issues of death. So the Lord is control of who lives and who dies. All right, if somebody dies, the Lord sanctioned that, man. All right, so he sanctioned those 200 people to get taken to the spirit world because they was doing wickedness. And I bet you he had done warned them, told them that a nigga know they ain't supposed to be doing that shit. So if you're going to keep doing it, then you're going to get the consequences of doing that. Deuteronomy chapter 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I make alive. So it wasn't that damn gang leader that killed him. It was the Most High that killed him. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So nobody can save you. Not America, not fucking voodoo, not witchcraft. Okay? Close out with this right here. Nope, that's not it. Let's see. I believe it's in the book of Judges. Bear with me 1 second. Bear with me 1 second. Let's find this precept. One of my favorite precepts, but I can never. Okay, I'm not putting it right down. Let me see. Bear with me 1 second. Right, Judges chapter 10, verse 13. It says, yet ye have forsaken me and served other gods. That's what you're doing. If you're doing witchcraft, you are serving another god, okay, a demon. Wherefore I will deliver you no more. The Lord's not going to deliver you no more, man. All right? He ain't going to keep delivering you if you want to worship another god. Go and inquire into the gods which ye have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. Know those individuals that was practicing that wicked work, you should have called upon them gods you was, giving sacrifices unto, and let them deliver you. Go and cry unto the gods which you have chosen. Let them deliver you in the time of your tribulation. And the children of Israel said unto Yahweh, we have sinned. Do thou unto us whatsoever thou seemeth good unto thee. Deliver us only, we pray thee, this day. And they put away the strange gods from among them and served Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI. And his soul was grieved for the misery of Israel. Right, and that's what we got to do right now, man. Put away these idols and these false gods and come and serve Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHWASHI in truth and sincerity with all of our hearts if we want to be saved. Okay, that's if you want to be saved. If not, then just keep doing what you're doing. You're going to find out. You're going to fuck around and you're going to find out. With that being said, I'm going to say Shalom, Kwame Sharala, Ababa Bar, praise, blessings, been edifying to the hopeful elect. Shalom.